Going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and just a last minute reminder. And when I say last minute, I mean last minute. When the time this video releases and you guys see this, tomorrow Flexpool will be gone. So that means right now, today, if you have any balance on Flexpool whatsoever, set your thresholds, get your payouts ASAP. So in my case, I still have CHIA going on over to here. I'm going to change my Evergreen miner as well as just the hard drive that I have working in one of my desktop PCs over to a different pool. And I can already see that my Evergreen, it automatically switched all by itself. So we'll go through that in a minute. But right now you can see I'm sitting at 0.2. So when Flexpool first announced that they were shutting down about a month or two ago, I just set my payout to pretty high. And I was just making sure I don't forget when this happens. Now the time is here. So I'm going to set my payout here and then move my CHIA mining to a different pool. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you may be aware on how to do that. If not, I'm simply going to go up to settings here and then adjust my minimum payout to make it underneath of my current balance. That way you will trigger a payout here. Obviously, you also have to put in your IP, and I'm not going to show that to you guys because then you'll try hacking me. All right, so it's all changed up. You can see 100% of the payout limit has been reached. It is now in green. The line is full, so whenever on the hour or maybe at midnight, I can't remember exactly when Flexpool does pay out. It happens pretty often, I'm pretty sure. So I will get that paid out. So now I got to move all my rigs and stuff over to a different pool. So heading on over to mining pool stats, we can see all the variable different CHIA mining pools that you can choose from. Now my decision is pretty much already made at this point. I'm going to go over to spacefarmers.io. It's 0%. And the reason I'm doing this is because if you go to your Evergreen, if you have Evergreen miners, which means, you know, it's the plug and play, pretty much you purchase them, plug them in, set up your account, good to go, nice and easy CHIA farming. That already they implemented, they used to be using the Flex miner there, and they implemented their own mini miner, and it's automatically switched to Space Farmers all by itself. So if you haven't updated yours yet, or you're not sure if you did, check your app store out and see if you have an update. As you can see, mine has an update here, and then I updated it, and then you look into the app and it automatically put itself towards the spacefarmers.io here. So I do think I was talking to them a couple weeks ago about this when Flexpool does shut down, and they were saying that I think you can switch it to any pool that you want, and maybe it's just defaulted to Space Farmers. I'm just going to go all in on Space Farmers right now. I don't have that much. The Evergreens as well as that 1.4 gigabyte or I guess terabyte hard drive in my workstation PC there. So I'm just going to point it all there. And then once I get more details together, I'll play around with different pools just to kind of see how it goes. But right now, I'm going to move everything over to spacefarmers.io. All right, so I got my capture card into that other little server-based 3900X that I got. And it's been a long time since I've done anything with CHIA, so I got to try to figure out how everything was. Now, on the other side here, I do see a thing that says poolin', and okay, so that's correct. Sapphire Smelt, that must be the name of this thing. They have weird names, just like helium miners and all those things, weird names. So we got our launcher and stuff, so it looks like we just go to change pool. So I'm going to go to change pool here, connect the pool. So this looks like, there's a fee and everything involved. So I got to switch to that. So I did bring up mining pool stats here. Why Space Farmers, yada, yada, join now. So I'm simply going to click on that. And then make sure your node is fully synced, yada, yada, you know, common sense stuff. Guys, make sure your node is fully in sync and all ready to go before you switch this. Maybe it's not common sense stuff. You never know. I don't want you messing anything up. But whenever you're doing anything with a node or, you know, certain wallets, sending transactions, make sure whatever you're using, the type of wallet, is fully in sync before sending any coins or doing pool swaps like this and so on. So here it says switch to Space Farmers. So I'm going to need to use this URL right here. So we're going to right click that, copy it. I'm going to come into my node, and I hope I'm doing this right. So I'm going to get rid of the Flexpool prompt here. Then we're going to paste in the new one. All right, like so. Now verify pool, space mesh. Yeah, I don't know what this target puzzle hash is. Maybe it's another way that you guys can see to hack me. So I'm just going to go, yep, change all this up, change, and is that it? That all I have to do? No, it still says Flexpool there. So it's probably doing something. I might have to wait for it to update or something, but we'll see what happens. It still says Flexpool. Launcher ID, launcher this. So I'm not sure what's happening here. If I go into my full node here, where's my actual receiving wallet address? I guess that's this right here. Oh, I just changed it. Oh, that's new receiving address. I don't want a new one. I want my old one. Oh, great. Now everything's all messed up. So I don't think it said this earlier, but it now says status is pending, even though it still says Flexpool. If we click on this, it says plot NFT is transitioning to target state. This can take a while. Please do not close the application until this is finalized. So I'm assuming it's slowly starting to switch to pool. And I also seen the payout address. So this was, before I clicked on this new address, this was my original address. Remember, it's just like any set of private keys and stuff, multiple wallet addresses, they'll all come to my seed phrase, these private keys set here. So I can use this same address here because that's also what I got my Evergreen set up to. So I can simply copy this over and I can use this for my dashboard, which is what I'm going to do. I already have that set within the Flexpool. I have it on my main PC and paste it into the Space Farmers dashboard. So I'm still using the same address. This didn't do anything. I didn't even have to click this in the first place. I don't know why I did, but again, it's been so long since I did anything with CHIA, and you can see how noob I'm being right now. So at this point, I think all I got to do is pretty much wait for it to swap pools, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I left for about a half hour or so, worked on some stuff with my gaming channel. I come back, and here we go. It looks like it did change the pool. If I actually shut this down and go to my dashboard, we can see the worker is now off of Flexpool, and I can't see it yet on Space Pool here because of, you know, whatever, how much space I actually have. 4 terabytes isn't really going to be that much, so I'm not really going to notice a bloop. There'll be a slight uptick, but it is moved over here. It says it's on this pool. I got to make an account and a whole bunch of other things here, but I am now off of Flexpool and CHIA farming on a new pool. So remember, guys, urgent update, move your rigs, set your payouts away from Flexpool, and that's about it. It is shutting down tomorrow. This is literally your final warning. Thank you for checking out this video. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.